Hey everyone, I hope you're well and welcome back to my channel. For today's video I'm doing a kind of like school makeup. Every single product I'm about to use on my face is from the drugstore. You can buy it in Superdrug, Boots, even like Tesco's may have some of the products if they have like a Rimmel stand or something like that. But all of these products are very inexpensive, very affordable. Also, by doing this video, in no way am I saying that you need to wear makeup to school. Sometimes I'm at uni, so sometimes I just like to feel a bit fresh. I usually have time in the morning, sometimes I don't start till 10, 9 o'clock. So I do have that extra bit of time in the morning if I do want to kind of get ready, make myself feel nice, you know, match it with the outfit. But this is kind of like a really basic, what I'd kind of wear, minimal products. Still a full face, but very, very minimal. Also, you may or may not have realised, I'm actually filming on a camera today. I finally took the plunge and bought a camera. The quality is insane and I love it. I'm actually filming on the Canon G7X Mark II. If you keep seeing me look up, it's because I'm looking in the viewfinder. I'm just kind of trying to get used to it. But yeah, I'm getting used to the camera, so the next few videos will kind of be me kind of getting used to the camera. Still filming my normal stuff, there'll be nothing different. But I'm hoping this is going to really motivate me. I have a lot of motivation, a lot of video ideas. I just need to find the time. But I feel like I've just spent all this money on a camera. I now need to use it. Anyway, so that's today's video. Also, just to quickly let you know, for next week's video, I'm not going to tell you what it is. It's kind of exciting. It's to do with my holiday. But that is not filmed on this camera. I collected the camera yesterday. And I filmed the other video in advance because I'm actually not at home, as you can probably tell. But anyway, let's get into the video. I'm going to quickly start off by moisturising my face, as always. This is the Clean and Clear Dual Action Moisturiser. I didn't actually realise it's actually by Johnson's. I didn't actually know it was by them. I thought Clean and Clear was just a brand, but it's actually a brand by Johnson's. I'm really running out of this. Don't have much left, but it'll do for today. And I'm just going to put that all over my face. I've already done my normal skincare routine. I just didn't put on a moisturiser because I like to do that right before makeup just to make sure everything's very hydrated, because sometimes I won't film for a few hours after I do my skincare. Actually, this is my second layer of moisturiser. I have already put moisturiser on today. The primer I'm going to use is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This is just the normal one. I know they've come out with a lot more, but this, insane. Clears your pores, blurs them. Also, isn't that like silicone-y feel where your makeup's then gonna slip? But I literally just put this in any place I get oily. I am realising that my skin is getting more and more oily, and I'm not too sure why, but I've just been noticing it more recently. So I'm probably gonna invest in a few more good powders, because if you're an oily mess like my skin's been recently, you need the powder. So yeah, basically just my forehead, like the centre of my forehead, nose, around my nose and chin. Now the foundation I'm going to go in with, I don't know if you can buy in Superdrug or Boots, but you can buy it online and it is less than £6. I'm pretty sure it's £5.50 or like £5.95 or £4.95. Very good foundation. This is the Ordinary Serum Foundation, so it's got serum in it, so it's like a light coverage. You can build it up, but just natural for school. There goes my phone. Natural for school. You don't want a full face of cakey makeup. Well, if that's what you want, then you can do that, but for me personally, I just like to even out my base with foundation rather than completely covering my skin underneath. And I'm not putting like loads on the back of my sponge. I'm literally putting a little bit at a time, seeing where that goes, and I can add more. This helps you save product, which in turn helps you save money, but also just make sure you're not putting too much on your skin. There's nothing worse than putting too much foundation on, then having to like blot over it with wet like tissue, or like actually trying to get it off, or you're blending for hours. It's very unnecessary, also takes up a lot of time. This makeup, super duper quick. You can skip certain steps out if you want to, but yeah, this is what I do. You can of course tailor it to your own style. But yeah, as you can see, just gives you a really nice glow. Super light, like you can still see my skin underneath, like I've got a freckle here. You can still see it. I'm just going to carry on until I'm happy with the coverage payoff. And then we'll go on to the next step. Also, please excuse my eyebrows. I'm waiting to get them done because I actually am going on holiday in literally a week today actually. Oh my god, that's so exciting. But I don't want to get... Ooh! Drop me sponge. I don't want to get them done now because then I'll have hairs growing back by the time I go on holiday and I don't want that. I'd rather just get them done fresh. Super lightweight, don't really feel it on your skin. I don't really know what else to say about it, to be honest. Very glowy. But not glowy to the point where you'd look like you've got a heap ton of oil on your face. Like, it's not half as glowy as the Charlotte Tilbury one. So if you like glow, go for that. Also, e.l.f. have a really good dupe of that. I've seen it on TikTok, and the way it looks on people's skin, I haven't tried it personally myself, but the way it looks on people's skin, insane. I'm now going to move on to concealer. The concealer I'm going to use is the Rimmel Match Perfection Skin Tone Adapting Concealer. This is in the shade 10 Porcelain. I'm just going to use this to highlight certain areas. I'm going to put this right in the inner corner because I get quite dark in the inner corner, like up to about here. And then I flick it out here just to like give you that lift, make you look more awake. I'm just going to blend that bit out a bit, just make sure I've got enough coverage. And then a little bit on my chin, tiny bit on my nose, and then a bit on my forehead. This is kind of how I like highlight my face. Make me look more awake in the morning. Again, just taking my sponge. This is an EcoTools one, by the way. They're probably one of my favourite, what do you call these things? Beauty blender, beauty sponge. They're so soft. And they just blend your makeup out seamlessly. I find that some sponges where they have like holes in it because they're sponges, but they actually leave like little, you can't really see them, but tiny little hole marks on your face. And I'd just rather not. But this sponge, really good. Real Techniques, really, really good. And what's the other one? Morphe. Morphe have really good sponges. As you can see, that's completely brightened up my under eye. Really affordable concealer. I think it's £6.99. I'm going to try and link all the products I've used down below for you, because I'm trying to find the best deals for you on certain products, even though they're already affordable. Boots and Superdrug always have deals and like offers on. I mean, if you can get it cheaper, then why wouldn't you? I'm now going to move on to contour. For contour, I'm using the NYX Professional Makeup. I didn't realise it said that underneath. I'm going to use a NYX Wonder Stick. This is the highlight and contour stick. I don't use the highlight. Literally never been used. But I'm going to use the contour side. I don't know if it says a shade. Oh, this is a shade medium tan. So I'm guessing they have different shades of the product. And I'm just going to put tiny... I say tiny, that's not tiny. Put a bit of that on my forehead, cheeks, and then sides of my nose, and then a little bit underneath. I'm again using a sponge just to tap that out, just to make sure it blends with everything. I find that using a sponge for cream products just makes sure it blends in with your foundation. I can't speak today, with your foundation and concealer and any other products you've got on your face. Also, this blends really well. It's quite like a hard, I want to say, I know it's cream, but it's quite like a dense cream. Like, you'd think it's gonna like rub your skin and tug it, and you'd only be able to use a brush, but you actually can use a beauty blender. Yeah, you can use either. Sometimes I'll use a brush, but I'm just gonna use a beauty blender today. I feel like they're easy and also affordable for you guys, and they're just so quick. It's got like a bigger surface area than a brush, so tends to blend things out more quickly. Also, anything that's left on that I'm just going to put on my eyes, just add a little bit of colour, a little bit of definition. For cream blush, I'm going to use the Maybelline Cheek Heat. This is a sheer gel cream blush. I sometimes use this on its own, it's really sheer, but just gives you like a natural healthy glow. I say that all the time, but I'm just going to keep it going. This is the shade 15 Nude Burn. Really, really like these. Again, super inexpensive. I'm going to stop saying things are super inexpensive now because this video is all about that. So I'm just going to take a bit on my finger and just tap it on. Just to make sure I've got not too much each side, but enough. Okay, a little bit on my nose and the rest on my forehead. Again, sponge. This is literally my best friend on the mornings where I don't have a lot of time to get ready, because that literally took 2 seconds. And it just, yeah. Where I've got the larger surface area is kind of like covering my bronzer and my blush, so it's just making sure everything's seamlessly blended together. So by the way, if you don't want to have time to put creams on, or you don't want to put powders on, do one or the other, or don't do either. But you can do one or the other, you can do both. Each will sit like normal. I'm going in with the Rimmel Match Perfection powder. It's the one with the blue lid, if you're wondering. I use this a lot, to be fair. It's a really, really nice powder. It doesn't leave a cast. Also doesn't leave any residue. I know some powders can feel powdery on the skin. This one doesn't. It's very nice. Also brightens, I find. I know some powders can kind of like make your under eyes look darker because they've got a tint in it. But this one, if anything, brightens it up. But also not too much where you're like, whoa. It's very subtle. But I love that it doesn't change the colour of my concealer, because the colour of the concealer I'm using is obviously lighter, so it brightens, so it's just nice, so it doesn't change it. And I'm just powdering in all the areas where my makeup tends to move first. So my forehead, my nose, around my mouth and underneath where I've like contoured. I think it's because I sit like this a lot. That could actually be why. And of course under my eyes, because I do not want that concealer to move. I'm making sure to go right up into that bit where I put concealer to make sure nothing at all moves. I'm just going to zoom you in on the base so far, just so you can see that you can just leave it as cream products. You don't have to go in with the powders. It looks great, and you do have a lot of dimension in your face, so you don't actually need the powders, and vice versa. But if you want them, you can of course use them. The bronzer I'm going to go in with is the Rimmel London Natural Bronzer. This is actually very well loved, as you can see. This is in the shade 22 Sun Bronze. 22 Sun Bronze. It's got a bit of a shimmer in it. Now, it's not like a massive shimmer. It's nothing crazy. It's more of like a sheen. I really like it. And I don't like glittery bronzers most of the time. I mean, I like one by Iconic London, but I really, really like this. It just gives you like a golden kind of glow, whilst also giving you the colour in your face that you want from the bronzer. Really, really nice, kind of like warm tone brown. What happened to my hair? Yeah, really, really nice kind of warm tone brown. It's kind of like got a reddy kind of undertone. It's not like red in your face, but like a nice browny, I've been on holiday kind of brown. I'm just putting that in all the places the sun would naturally hit my face, so my cheeks, my nose, a little bit on my forehead and a little bit on my chin. The blush I'm going to go in with is the L'Oreal Blush of Paradise blush in the shade Life's a Peach. You guys know I love this. So nice. Also got that kind of golden sheen in it. Just looks gorgeous on the skin. And it's a beautiful colour. I love peach blush. Like, I really, really love pink blush. And like nudie tone pinks. But peach is just nice, and it kind of complements my eyes where it's got that orange undertone in it, because orange is meant to be good at making blue eyes pop. Like, you see people with blue eyes wearing like copper eyeshadow and like rose gold, like burnt orange. It's because it makes their eyes look bluer. I'm now going to fill in my eyebrows. I'm going to be using my Revolution brow pomade. You guys again know I love this. I use it all the time, pretty much every day, to be honest. Even if I'm at work, I put this through my brows. But I just follow my natural shape and fill in any sparse areas and just add where I want to add. I don't really do much to my brows, rather than, again, just follow the natural shape and sharpen things up to give them a nice solid shape. But other than that, I just leave them be. I've actually always been told, like when I go get my brows done, I've always been told I've got really nice shaped brows. So I tend to just keep them the way they are. that is my eyebrows done. Now you can skip this step if you really want to, but sometimes I do just like to put it on, and I wanted to show you like a kind of full routine that I would do. You can take things out, put things in if you wish, but I'm going to put on some liquid eyeliner, just a really small wing. I'm going to try and time like this because otherwise it's going to be a mess. But I look directly up and kind of stamp on my eyes. You'll see me do it, but cue the time lapse. As you can see, that just adds something to my face and just makes me look a bit more awake, a bit more put together. I'm now going to move on to mascara. The mascara I'm going to use is the Maybelline Great Lash. Very nice mascara. My nan actually introduced me to this. It's got like a weird kind of brush, but super nice. Really makes your lashes long. It's not really thickening, but the length it adds to your lashes is insane. I forgot to do this before, but I'm just going to quickly spray my face. This is the e.l.f. Illuminating Setting Mist. I really, really like this. It's kind of like the Iconic London, but just adds the glow to your face. And sets, obviously. I need choked. But, very nice. Definitely adds glow. What was I going to say? You can't see the colour. I don't actually know what colour it is. I'm pretty sure it's clear. But it doesn't have, like, the glitter. Kind of that, the Iconic London one does. I've just quickly taken a cotton pad with micellar water just to remove the foundation that was on my lips. And all I do when I'm going to uni or just a day out where I don't really want to make much effort is I apply a lip gloss. This is the e.l.f. Jelly Pop, and the good thing about this is it's got a bit of a colour to it, so it looks like you've got lipstick and lip gloss on, but really you've literally just got lip gloss on. But it's really nice and it smells like watermelons, and if you like me, I love the smell of watermelons. Can you see it just adds a bit of colour? That is all for today's video, guys. I really do hope you enjoyed. If you did, do not forget to smash the thumbs up button, subscribe, and I'll see you very soon with another video. Bye, guys.